Hi Taurus, welcome to your harsh truth reading for December 30th through January 13th. Everything you need to know that just fell out about this reading is in the description box below. This is about restriction, suspension, knowing what you want, not knowing how to move forward, or not knowing what you want and wanting to move forward, being angry. Just there's a disconnect. You got to figure out what you want before you can move forward. Not knowing what you want, but wanting to move forward anyway. Yeah. Not that it could or could not be relevant. All right. Did I mention everything is in the description box below? Okay. All right. Happy New Year to you if you are celebrating. Eight of Swords. Again, with the restriction. Feeling trapped. Feeling like there's no way out. Not knowing what to do. It could be that the fear is actually bigger than the issue at hand. This is just being in a mental prison, possibly consumed by fear. Okay, we've got 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, good gracious, the Magician, 7 of Cups. Lots of Swords energy here for you, Taurus. Okay, so looks like you want there to be an ending. This could be a need for forgiveness, but it looks like you want there to be an ending. You don't want to be around other people. You don't feel like being social. You don't want to think that maybe the relationship ended because of a third-party situation. You'd rather it just ended, but not because of that. And yeah, there's an ending, all right. Oh my goodness gracious, there's 3 tens. Okay, let me see here. That's an ending. 3 tens is new condition. I should know that. So there's a new condition, new situation here. There's definitely been an ending. Something was a lot of work. You're willing to work hard for a better future. This could have been either a harvest or a punishment, you carrying around this load. Perhaps it felt like a burden. Maybe there's been a painful ending to all of the work or responsibility that you had in this situation. What's this 3 of Cups about? Okay, so there's another, this is like a chapter in a book ending. This is like the book ending. So again, with the ending, both of these are about accomplishment and achievement though, as is this. However, this is more about reversal. Like, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but it's karmic and fated, and it is things taking an upturn. Okay. So this cycle with this person is complete and now the hard work begins, or this cycle with this person is complete and you're proud, or you feel like now that it's done, there's a lot of work involved. Like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Could be that you get to lay down this burden. This is being social, celebratory, creative juices flowing. You don't want that. You don't want community. You want to go inward. There's been an ending. You want to think about things. You want to withdraw. Perhaps you don't want to withdraw. But this is celebratory and communal, and this is not. So which is it? There's definitely been an ending though. Maybe it's that you don't want any social activity because you want to withdraw and think about all that has been accomplished and achieved and what this ending means. You don't know what to do. You want alone time because you might be thinking about ending it. You definitely want a healthier transition. Now this speaks to social with friends. This is also help with friends. So perhaps you don't mind being around people, but you want it to be goal oriented. You don't want it to be celebratory. Now's the time to party because there's been an ending, or there's been this achievement. Even though we're broken up, there's still a lot of work to be done, or a lot of work that I have to be proud of. I don't want to celebrate. I want to go and think about things. So friends, yes. Celebration, no. Helping you transition to a better chapter in the book. I mean, perhaps this is it. Well, because like I said, this is a chapter in a book. This is a book ending. So you don't want the whole, you want to throw away and give up on a relationship per se. You just want this relationship to be over. You perhaps with this person. Okay, what's the Six of Swords about? Healthier transition, because this is still confusion here. Okay, putting it out there and seeing what happens. In the meantime, you're going to work. So, okay. So you want all the shenanigans probably to end, but maybe you don't want the relationship to end because you don't want to date other people. So you're wanting to pull back and maybe think about what that means. Either way, you want to kind of put out, I want to say cast a net. That sounds weird, but both of these involve water, just saying. So basically waiting to see what comes to fruition after wanting to transition or putting things out there and working towards your goal. So you're willing to put in the work to transition, to change for the better. Maybe the other person is willing to put in, maybe they've made an offer and they're telling you that they want to work things out, that they're willing to work with you. They're willing to do the work here. Whereas you want an ending. Okay. Again, with the ending and the fighting and the cutting things off and winning at all costs, like you want to, okay. You don't want to figure out how to make it work. You're confused. You want options, you want choice. Okay, so what's this Five of Swords about here? Standing your ground, about what you are willing to accept in a relationship, about an offer of love, about what you want. And we got not wanting to have to figure it out or manifest or do all the work. This is probably you doing all the work and you thinking about, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's got to be better than this. This has to end. Me doing all the work has to end. I don't want to have to figure stuff out. I don't want to have to work on stuff. I don't want everything to be up to me. What's this Seven of Cups here? Again with another Knight. Eesh. King of Pentacles. Confusion or options about an offer of love, an offer of passion, pursuit of a passion project, the momentum or the energy behind movement towards security or involving an earth sign person or someone with heavy earth, or that is just solid and independent and strong and powerful. Could be male or female, but this is a person sitting at the top of all that they have earned. So again, with earning and achievement and stability here. So working, a lot of work, a lot of responsibility, a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. Two Knights. Let me see what that is. Two Knights. Two Knights are intimacy. So, okay. All right. Not wanting to work it out. Are you just wanting things to, you don't know what you want, so you want to stay in your solid position, but you wouldn't mind dalliances. Like you wouldn't mind relationships here and there, but nothing solid or secure. You want to maintain your position of security. You don't know what you want. There's a lot of confusion. Maybe there's a lot of choices, a lot of options, and you'd rather just date and keep things not, solid or stable or secure. You don't want any kind of commitment per se. So maybe that's what this is about. Like, take it or leave it. I'm only willing to kind of offer affection. I don't want a commitment. Because I have too many options and choices and things to do right now. Somebody in the relationship, it didn't have to be you, Taurus, but somebody in the relationship. This is about transitioning to a better position or healthier relationship, healthier outcome, working towards that. And this is about not knowing what you want. You've got a lot of options, a lot of choice, and maybe I just want to do everything all the time, but I want to maintain my security here. This is you, or could be Capricorn or Virgo, but you're wanting to stay in your solid position. So whereas you're working towards something, or somebody's working towards something, this is about communal effort. This is about independent effort. Like, hey, I might be social and doing a lot of stuff with a lot of people, but ultimately I go home by myself at night. I want to maintain my position and my security, and this is solitary. The way I read this, it is solitary. So, okay, Taurus. Interesting. This is so weird because look at this, 3 tens. I mean, talk about ending of a cycle, but then it shows not knowing what to do here. This shows being conflicted or just feeling like there's no way out of it. And maybe it's just that you want to give up because it's just a lot of dang work and you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You don't know what you want. You don't want to have to work on anything. You don't with anybody. You'd rather just, maybe it's that you don't want to work on this partnership or work on the area of love life for yourself. You don't want to have to go inward. You don't want to have to examine everything that's come to roost per se. You just want you want things the way that you want them. This is what I'm willing to offer. Okay, and that's that. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that's only offering a relationship up to a certain degree or level or connection. And it's just about physical intimacy, but not really progressing any further than that. And then here you are sitting pretty, or sitting in a very secure position and having, moments of, or ins and outs of dating and relationships and all that, but nothing is secure just yet because ultimately you don't know what you want. All right. Taurus. This speaks to captivity also. Okay, so this is kind of doubling down on this right here. This is speaking to, are you the one that's releasing and being free, or are you the one that's being freed? So it speaks to letting go or being offered or offering a way out. This is basically saying that the fear is often greater than the real threat. Whatever is going on, whatever you're afraid of or that you fear won't happen or won't work out the way you want it to, it's often bigger in your head than what is actually in front of you. Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Wow, right there. Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. It's interesting because I'm like, well, I don't see a lot of cups here. So that somebody's all in their head and all about drive and movement and not really worried about feelings or just, taking on where someone else is at. Solitary. I mean, a lot of this is about, this doesn't feel very connected to somebody else. There's a lot of solitary cards here. So it could be that you're just solely concerned about your position. Maybe somebody needs to be, oh, here comes my cat. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's, sorry, Taurus. Hold on a minute. Okay. Sorry, I just have to let her know where I am. She's old and I think she gets lost in the house or something. She'll do that I hope you can't hear it. Just tune it out. Sorry, I could get up and shut the door, but okay. Anyway, so a lot of solitary here, a lot of thinking about what you want, but maybe, and it's, to some degree, this is about that communal effort that you're kind of shying away from. You don't mind people helping you, but having to work it out with this other person, it looks like you're kind of shying away from that. So there's something to be said for that. I think that's why this might have shown up. That maybe to think about somebody else's position, but I'm a big proponent of taking care of yourself first and then worrying about someone else, because you can't really take care of them unless you've got your own backyard sorted, So whatever this means to you, awesome. All right, last one for Taurus. And that just flew out. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Perhaps that is what is on your mind right now. We got the life cycles over here with the wheel and the world. So that talks about cycles and endings. Family, All right. And then we've got transformation. So I think this is you deciding this. I think this is kind of speaking to you thinking about this and kind of deciding on what you want, right? Because we've got options and choices, and we've got our passionate dalliances, we've got our pursuits, we've got our things that we're doing, and we're very active and maybe socially involved. But as far as working on a relationship, you'd rather it come to you or be in this solid, stable position, because you've got your agenda and what you want to do and the means to do it all, and you've got a vision for it, and you're sitting pretty, if we're honest. So to have to put a lot of work into something as far as a relationship, make it work, it's like, why do I need to? I'm prime real estate. Like, I've got a lot to offer someone. If they can't meet me on that level, then I'm not really interested. You know what I mean? It's just, and I get it. I mean, it's hard to have or be where you are, at least in your position of being solid, and just either it works or it doesn't. Why should you have to come down to somebody else's level to make it work? Do you know? I don't know. I get it. So that may be why this might be speaking to the need for compassion, then considering and having a lot of choices and just figuring out what you want. And part of that is understanding where someone else is coming from in order to make it work. And yet we've got this fear, though, and being really, I don't think this is fear. I think this is might be exasperation or exhaustion. Like, oh God, what now? Like, especially if you're not coming from a place of compassion, or that you don't want to have to put in the work to make it work. This could just be that you're annoyed. Like, you just don't know what to do. You're hoping for an ending, but oh God, I don't want to have to go to therapy. I don't want to have to work this crap out. I just want things to be either or. This is what the offer is. I'm resolute, you know? Okay. All right, Taurus. That's what I have for you. I hope to see you in the next reading. I hope this was helpful. Nothing wrong with taking care of yourself first. I appreciate you stopping by, and take care.